What's up, YouTube? This is Chris. Back with a maintenance item I have to take care of on my 1999 F250 Super Duty. I have the 7.3 diesel. I have a front Dana 60 axle. I have a passenger side ball joint that's popping, and so by looking at it, I believe that these are original ball joints. So it's time to do the job. So I found a part on Summit Racing. There's the part number. Ball joint kit, $189. And for that price, you get quite a bit. To start off, you get the seals here that go on your axle stub shaft to seal your vacuum actuated hubs. These seals can be fairly expensive. You buy them individually. Some places want $50 more or less, but it's cool that it comes with it, this seal. So also comes with a seal that goes into your axle housing itself, and it actually seals the dust out of the axle tube. Pretty nice little seal. Also comes with O-rings that seal your hub or your unit bearing, and that helps also seal up your vacuum actuated system. Also comes with two sets of ball joints. This is the lower ball joint, non-greasable, just like the factory one that's in it. I wish it was greasable, but you know, I have 186,000 miles on my truck, almost 187, and the original ones have lasted that long, so that's pretty good life. I noticed on Amazon somebody complained about these ball joints that they didn't have a dust seal, but it does have a dust seal. You can see it right there. It just doesn't have a normal dust seal that goes over the edge of the ball joint itself. But like I said, I wish it was greasable, but the original ones that are in it have lasted almost 200,000 miles. These should easily do that too. So these do last. So here's the upper ball joint, not greasable, just like the one that's in it, and also has a dust seal on it as well. In a little bag like this in the kit, like that, you get your nut for your lower ball joint, your snap ring for the lower, your castle nut for the upper, and then you also get a cotter pin. So this kit's really well priced, and it's factory parts. If you were to price these seals, these big ones here, if you were to price those individually, you know, like I said, you could spend upwards of $50. So that's $100 just in seals, and just those two seals. So, and you don't even get any of these other seals or the ball joints. So, I mean, this is actually a really, really nice kit. These are Dana Spicer parts, as you can see on the box. Dana Spicer. And there's a reason why I wanted to buy this kit once I found it. There's a reason why the OEM, you know, manufacturers buy Dana axles, you know, Dana 60 rears, Dana 60 fronts, Dana 80 rears, whatever. Spicer parts are really, really good. They are factory parts that come from the factory. So it just makes sense to me to buy this kit, because this is probably the same parts that came in my truck originally. And like I said, I almost have 200,000 miles, and that's pretty good life on it, especially a heavy truck like F250. The other thing I wanted to mention is that it comes with a service bulletin, and it tells you how to install this. So torque the lower ball joint nut 35 foot-pounds, torque the upper to 70, and then retorque the lower to 140 to 160 foot-pounds. The reason they give this to you is because you have to install this correctly. Otherwise, you could get what's called memory steer. And memory steer can be a very, very dangerous situation once you have installed everything and you're trying to drive the vehicle. You know, if the steering knuckle's too tight, it's not going to want to return, you know, the steering back to straight, like normal, like with a normal power steering system. So also, if you don't do this right and you have memory steer, you can actually damage the ball joint. If you damage a ball joint, then you got to replace it. So I would highly recommend making sure you do that procedure correctly. And I'm going to do my best too. to do that. One thing I don't have yet is there's a special tool that you should use to install this seal on the stub shaft. OTC sells one. That part number is 6695, and it's a driver tool that drives this onto the axle stub shaft. But then when you install your axle into the axle housing, it actually sets the depth of this seal to make sure that it's at the correct distance into it. And I have seen people on YouTube use PVC pipe, or whatever. But if you think about it, if I was to try to make my own tool and damage the seal, then I got to spend $50, or around $50 to replace the seal. So I found that tool on Amazon for like $52 or $55, free shipping. So I'm just going to buy the tool and do this installation correctly. So really like the kit. I'll let you guys know how it goes, and let you know if I had any problems at all. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later.